Hi, I'm Arvind. I'll be presenting on Secure ROS as quickly as I can. So as the previous speaker mentioned, there's other security efforts for ROS. ROS was built as an open, robust, general-purpose robotics platform, etc., etc. As such, ROS has no security. Any node on the network can publish or subscribe to any topic. Any process can kill any node. Any new process with the same node name will kill the existing node, etc. So this is an example ROS system, which has a ROS master, some drivers, planner, and OCU. Any other computer on the network can basically take over the OCU and start controlling the robot. There are no security systems in place right now. So Secure ROS aims to address that. It's an overlay package that enables secure communication between ROS nodes. We use the same public API so that existing nodes can be reused. A security configuration file can be used to specify authorized publishers, subscribers, node names, and based on the IP address of the node. If no file is specified, Secure ROS behaves just like a regular ROS. So you have the option to switch between Secure ROS and regular ROS. So we have modified the ROS master and client libraries for C++ and Python to enforce the security rules specified in the authorization file. And for crypto, we used IPsec, a standard to ensure that IP packets are encrypted and authenticated. So we piggyback on IPsec to enforce for the heavy lifting in the crypto. This is a sample YAML file which provides the authorization. It's a fairly simple one. The 3 machines, but only 2 machines which have nodes, VM2 and VM3. 2 topics, VM2 publishes to these topics, and VM3 subscribes to these topics, and there are 2 nodes, one each on VM2 and VM3. So this is what it looks like. So the aim of Secure ROS is to prevent any nodes from outside, say VM4, which is not specified, to be able to publish or subscribe to the topics. And since VM3 is only allowed to subscribe, no nodes on VM3 can actually publish to the counter topic. So this is a more detailed step-by-step procedure of the publish-subscribe process in ROS. What happens first is when somebody wants to subscribe, he tells the master. So the master decides, is this VM allowed to subscribe to this topic? And then when the publisher comes in, the master checks if this publisher is allowed to subscribe to this topic. And at the client side, we need some changes as well. We need to check that the publisher update requests coming in are actually coming in from the master. And on the client side, they talk to each other too, so they need to check as well. So these are the kind of steps that we have modified in ROS. So Secure ROS has other features. You can specify the getters and setters to parameters and to services as well. And only the master node, where the ROS master runs, can actually kill nodes. Other nodes can't. And also we only let the machine, we only give the relevant information to each machine outside the master node. So each machine only gets the information that it actually needs based on the authorization file. So what is the current status of Secure ROS? It's available for download. We're trying to merge it into mainline ROS. There's a pull request being reviewed right now. You can check it out. And there are also Secure ROS packages available for download. So these packages are structured so that they can exist with regular ROS. They install in a slightly different location. So you can use that as an overlay on top of ROS to access the Secure ROS features. So that's where it installs, for instance, the last one. So secondly, we have tools for configuring IPsec easily so that you can use IPsec, create configuration files for IPsec basically. So this is basically a sample where you can specify all the machines and a script which creates the IPsec configuration file. All these files, you need to copy it into the appropriate machine, and that's it, you're good to go. So these are some resources, and I can take questions now.
Great, thank you. Do we have a question from our audience while our next speaker comes and gets set up?
Yes.
Right, it's open source.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much cost is there on adding IPsec on top of that in terms of speed of communication?
Only checks are made while the only checks are made while any information is being set up. So during publishing or subscribing, there's no extra cost. So there's an extra step while initiating any contact.